All right. Cristiano Ronaldo has claimed he is the most complete player to have existed, saying that numbers show he deserves to be considered football's greatest of all time. Ahead of Lionel Messi, Pelé, Diego Armando Maradona, Luis Figo, name them, all of them. Ronaldo and Messi's personal rivalry has dominated football in the last more than a decade now. And this rivalry has been the conversation, talking about the Messi Ronaldo debate. This has dominated for more than 2 decades, with both possessing legions of fans ready to argue their case as football's greatest player. About the 39-year-old Al Nassr striker was happy to put forward his own case. When he was asked in an interview who is the best goal scorer in history, he responded, "It is about numbers." All right, Ronaldo is Portuguese. Let's go to Portugal now, and we have Thomas Cochehens, who is joining the program live from his base in Lisbon at this time. Well, Thomas, let me start by asking you. Ronaldo says he's the greatest player of all time. Ronaldo is Portuguese. Back home in Portugal, where you are at the moment, is he regarded as the best player ever from Portugal, considering the likes of Portuguese greats like Luis Figo, Eusebio, Costinha, Jose Augusto, and the rest?
Yeah, I promise. Hi to Nigeria. Yeah, indeed, you mentioned Portugal has a rich history, many legends, as you've mentioned. I would say if you ask the people here, most of them would believe that Cristiano Ronaldo is the biggest, the best player. Although, of course, some haven't seen Eusebio play. Everyone would appreciate Luis Figo, but I think people here are really fond of Cristiano Ronaldo. However, with kind of quotes that he just did, and also in recent performances for the Portuguese national team, there are increasing voices here that believe that perhaps it's really time for Ronaldo to actually retire, and that he's not actually, that his prime time is over. And of course, some also lack sometimes maybe perhaps a little bit his arrogance, like quotes like this will likely also to put some doubts also on some of the Portuguese people. But most of them would really say he has been the greatest player that existed. If not worldwide, then definitely for Portugal. But yeah, it continues to be a lively debate. But yeah, I think people respect him still so much that many Portuguese people would agree with what Ronaldo said.
All right. Ronaldo said he keeps saying and never stops saying. Well, he said, and I quote, "I am talking about numbers. I think I am the most complete player to have existed," Ronaldo speaking. "In my opinion, I think it is me." You know, he said, "I do everything well in football with my head, the free kicks, my left foot. I am fast. I am strong." He also said, "One thing is about taste. If you like Lionel Messi, you like Pelé, you like Maradona, I understand that, and I respect that. But saying Ronaldo isn't complete, I am the most complete player." Do you agree with him, Thomas?
Ooh, that's a difficult, that's really a difficult question. And I agree, it's a bit bold to come out with such a statement, huh? But we have seen, for example, Ibrahimovic also usually saying great things about himself. What I would say, though, is that I think considering, I mean, and perhaps even Ronaldo would agree that he perhaps doesn't even have the biggest talent of all the players, you know, like Messi is just really born with a football gift, like when it comes to his dribblings. It's a gift that Ronaldo doesn't have, but when you actually look, he is actually a very complete player, Ronaldo. I think everyone, even those who dislike him, have to admit. And also the stats, particularly when we look at the Champions League stats, he's really leading all of them. So that does give some credit to Ronaldo. Whether I personally agree, yeah, I'm not 100% sure. I would really need to really think about it in great detail. And but yeah, it's quite bold to say that because some legends in football have really achieved amazing things. And I think sometimes it's difficult to say, are you really the best? Are you the most complete? So I find it a bit a bold statement, to be honest.
Yes, talking about the stat, here he leads in terms of the number of goals. I mean, take a look at the numbers. But in terms of accolades, one, Messi is in the lead. Messi has more Ballon d'Or title and FIFA Best Awards than Ronaldo does. And the conversation around Lionel Messi and Ronaldo has been on and on. We're going to have a confirmation in graphics in a bit now. It's been on and on more than a decade, almost 2 decades now. And I mean, we've seen a lot of talented players come through the rank during this period, but they do not get the kind of mention that these two players really have. And I really feel pity for talented players who came in the era of Ronaldo and Lionel Messi. Indeed, these are 2 great players in this dispensation. But back in Portugal where you are, does Lionel Messi have fans?
Yeah, I think Messi is also admired. Also, we shouldn't underestimate, you know, there's a lot of massive Brazilian community in Portugal. There's a lot of Latinos, so also people from Argentina are quite present, at least here in Lisbon. So yeah, it continues to be a lively debate, but I think people would sometimes even say that, well, Messi was perhaps even more talented. But if you look what Ronaldo did and really made out of his talent is perhaps even more remarkable than what Messi did. I think that's what probably the majority here would say.
And this comparison will remind us of what it was many years ago between Pelé and Diego Maradona, though both players played at different dispensations. But then, I mean, it's always been a conversation who's been the greatest player of all time between Pelé and Diego Maradona. Before the death and after the death of those players, the conversation remained unabated. Thomas, thank you so much for being a part of the show today. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much, Promise. Bye.
Absolutely.